Hello everyone, I'm intern at Emertxe Technology. I'm doing this internship of Embedded System. During this internship, we have built a project based on MPLABX IDE and PICSimLab Simulator. We have built the project that is Microwave Oven Simulator. This project is built in a group of two members. The names are Amruta Nayak and Aditya B S. So the topics that we are learned during this internship are introduction to C, conditions, loops and operators, arrays and pointers, functions and strings, storage classes, introduction to embedded system and microcontrollers, MPLABX IDE, XC8 compiler to compile the program, PICSimLab. Then we also discussed about the introduction to the various peripherals of PIC16F877A and interfacing various peripherals of PIC16F877A, and we are given a multiple quizzes, and we also attended the Diksha workshop. So the content of the presentation is we are going to discuss about what is the microwave oven and its requirements and the difference between the microcontroller and microprocessor, PICSimLab Simulator and CLCD matrix keypad. These are the basic elements or the components that required to build a project. Then the ISR, which stands for interrupt service routine, then the timer, and last comes the project implementation or a demo of the project. So microwave oven. Basically, what is a microwave oven? Microwave oven is basically a device which is used to heat the food. In this there are several modes of the microwave oven. We are going to implement 4 modes. They are as follows, as given in the slides. That is micro mode, grill mode, convection mode and start mode. So first comes the micro mode. This mode is used to cook the food in a traditional way. It uses the maximum power of that is 900 Newton. In this, the maximum time that we can set to cook the food is 60 minutes or 1 hour. Next comes the grill mode. This mode is used to cook meat and bread. It works as micro mode, but the purpose of it is used to cook meat and bread. Then comes the convection mode. In this convection mode, user can set the oven to preheat for a particular temperature and it takes 3 minutes to preheat the oven. After preheating is done, then the user can set time as per his requirements. Next, the basic requirements to build a project are MPLABX IDE, XC8 Compiler, PICSimLab, PIC16F877A, 16x4 CLCD, tactile switch, MKP and the timer. Next comes the microcontroller versus the microprocessor, or the basic definitions of the microcontroller and the microprocessor. An integrated circuit which is capable of being programmed to perform a specific task, and it has a design restriction such as the memory size, input-output capabilities, peripheral functions, etc. To choose a microcontroller based on application, performance, price, availability of tools and special capabilities. Next comes the MKP. MKP stands for matrix keypad. This is used when more number of user inputs are required and we still want to save some controller lines. These keypads are most commonly used in the telephones, calculators, digital lockers, etc. Next, the difference between the microcontroller or the microcontroller versus the microprocessor. So in microcontroller all the components will be in a single chip, less flexibility and less design complexity. And also in microcontroller is designed to do a specific task. Whereas we come to the microprocessor, all the components are assembled separately and more flexible and more design complexity. And these are designed to do different tasks by rearranging its components. Next comes the architecture of the PICSimLab architecture. This shows the PICSimLab architecture. Next comes the CLCD. CLCD stands for Character Liquid Crystal Display. In CLCD is a screen that is used to display the result. In PICSimLab there are two types of display, that is 16:2 display and 16:4 display. It displays the ASCII character and some special character. There are two types of communication mode, that is 4-bit mode and 8-bit mode. Interrupt. Interrupts are important, which will help us to run the program, which will give us a regular interrupts so that the program will understand where it is required to correct. ISR is the interrupt service routine. So it is a software that helps the hardware to involve in response to an interrupt. An interrupt is a communication process set up in a microprocessor or a microcontroller in which an internal or external device requests the MPU or MCU to stop the processing. Then the MPU or MCU acknowledges the request and attends to the request, and again it goes back to the processing where it got interrupted. Next comes the timer. Timer, we have used 4-bit timer and this is used to count the timing such as the up count or the down count. Timer is an important application in any embedded system which is a default peripheral which maintains the timing of an operation is a sync with a system clock or an external clock. It has many applications such as measuring time and generating delays, etc. Timers or counter is a software designed to count the time intervals between the events. Resolution, which is also called as the register width. Die is referred as the change from one number to the another number. It may be a up counter or a down count. Quantum, which depends on the system. Clock setting is a measure of time which is responsible for the tick. Scaling may be pre-scalar or post-scalar. Now let us see the output of the project. I have posted some of the screenshots of the project. So first comes the power on. First screenshot shows the power on. Then it displays the 4 modes, that is micro mode, grill mode, convection mode and start mode. Next comes the micro mode. The power will be displayed and after that we can select the timing in the grill mode. Also we can select the timing as per our requirements. Next comes the convection mode. In convection mode, we need to set the temperature and there is a preheating time over it. Then the last mode is the start mode. It is in the start mode, we can automatically start the mode which has 30 seconds default timer. And once the time is done, the buzzer will be on and then we'll get the symbol of time up as we can see here. Then at last suppose we press RP3 on the PICSimLab, we'll get the notification so that will indicate that the door is open, please close it as we can see here. So this is about the project presentation. I hope you liked it. So rest of the coding will be explained by my teammate, that is Aditya. So thank you.
This is the code written in MPLABX IDE to run PICSimLab Simulator for Microwave Oven, written by Aditya B S and Amruta Nayak. These are the lines of code to run Microwave Oven Simulator. These are C programming codes which was taught by Anusha ma'am. Now let us build the project by using build key. This shows the build is successful. Now let us load the hex file in PICSimLab. This is the working condition of microwave oven, which is already preloaded. Now let us press 1 for micro mode. This shows power is 900 watt. Let us set time for 15 seconds. If you have mistakenly written 15 seconds, you can press asterisk key to delete the time. We can reset time. Now let us keep for only for 5 seconds. Press hash for enter. This is the working condition of the microwave oven simulator. After 5 seconds, the buzzer turn on stating time up. Now let us go for grill mode by pressing 2. This also is the same as the micro mode. Let us keep this as 15 seconds. See, the cooler fan is rotating. It shows it is running background. After 15 seconds, this blown a buzzer and shows time up. Now let us go for convection mode by pressing 3. This shows to temperature as 20. We'll keep this as 25 degree. Press enter. For our convenience, I have kept only 18 seconds of preheating, which was taught to keep 180 seconds as per Rajani ma'am. Now it shows set time. You keep it for 5 seconds. The cooler is on. Time up. Now with start by pressing 4. This will start. Time is 30 seconds. It is preloaded. Now we'll pause this code by pressing 5. We have paused the code. By pressing 4, we can resume this. See, it is now resumed. Two, one. This is the working condition of the project.